Hello and welcome to GrindslimeTV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're heading over to Germany to check out Cryptic Brood and their 7-inch Caustic Fetid Vomit. Absolute banger. 2 tracks on here. Absolutely wonderful stuff. The opening track, which is the title track, Caustic Fetid Vomit, is a really nice sort of, opens up with like a really cool sort of psychedelic kind of thing going on. Very sort of a demolic kind of style with some incantation thrown in there. This is a lot of the bands I hear when I listen to this are bands like, you know, like I just mentioned, Demolic, Incantation, Autopsy, Moulder, Druid Lord, Anatomia, those kinds of bands sort of thrown in there. So, I mean, whether that's the influences or not, I don't know, but it's what I hear. And you've also got on there a track, Grave of the Brood, which is their interpretation of Cryptopsy's track Grave of the Fathers from the None So Vile album, which I pretty much quoted straight from the actual sleeve, which is right there. But very cool stuff. I won't go too much into it because I want you guys to hear it first, because I know how much you like your Cryptopsy. Well, why wouldn't you? Now, this was recorded in their rehearsal space, apparently. Now, I don't, from the way it's worded, it says instruments and vocals were recorded in the rehearsal spaces. So I'm assuming they did it all separately as opposed to an actual rehearsal recording. But yeah, I can dig it. Sounds awesome. I really like it. There's the Javies all there doing their thing. So very, very cool. Over in Wolfsburg in Germany. So that's a pretty cool name. And this was put out by quite a few people. We've got here, we've got, I don't even know what that says. Oh, River East Records, Burning Coffin Records, Lycanthropic Chants, Necrolatry Records, and Rotted Life. So it was 2022 this came out. A lot of craziness going on there. But I'm digging the artwork style. You know, you've got your vials and stuff like that, and all that on the back there with everything. So really, really cool stuff there. And then we pull out the 7-inch, and it's like a pretty much like a plain yellow. It's got like a little bit of orangey smoke in there. I don't know if you can really pick that up, but it's very faint. It's yeah. So whether or not you can pick that up, yeah, I don't think so. It's not coming up. But yeah, so kind of cool in person, but you know, it would have been a bit cooler if they did a bit more. Maybe I'll hold it back a bit further. Can you sort of see the sort of coloured tones there? No, maybe a little bit, sort of like around this area. So it's a bit of a crossover, but other than that, it's very faint. So it doesn't look like the worst thing ever, but you know, I prefer black, but whatever, doesn't matter. What I do like about this though is that, which I think most 7-inches, if not all 7-inches, should come with, and that's a spine. I do like it when you get a nice little thick spine on there. Always, just, I don't know, it gives it a bit more weight to it. Makes it feel like it's a real record, damn it. You know, it deserves the details. So we get that in there. Oh, come on now, you bastard. Get in there. Yeah, but yeah, if you like your more sort of slower paced death metal, and this goes quick as well, don't worry about that. But if you like that sort of like a crushing doom element to it as well as it's straight up sort of death metal style, then you could do a lot worse than Cryptic Brood. Like if you like any of the sort of newer wave of death metal that's been going on these past 5 years or so, this will go alongside all of those on your shelf nicely. Your Cadavic Incubators, your Cerebral Rots, Fetids, etc. You know, but with that, but also whilst not being the same as those, you know, it's got really cool shrieky sort of vocals and the low gutturals, and it comes in one of those really nice thick sort of laminated sleeves. You know, it sort of reminds me of like what books used to come in libraries. You remember that? So really cool stuff. So Cryptic Vomit, Caustic Fetid Vomit, Cryptic Brood, Caustic Fetid Vomit. Make that happen. Awesome stuff. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. I know all of you were expecting a B-sides Saturday today. Unfortunately, it wasn't be able to get done in the end because I've just been mega busy, and all the music I've listened to this week I've already shown you. So this got spun today, and I thought I'm going to talk about this instead. So catch your holes later, support the underground, do your whole thing.